Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Mac. This is Let's Play Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. In the last episode we had an exceptionally long cutscene with the school play. We're finally done with that, we can finally move on to things that aren't cross-dressing, and well, we have exactly one thing left. We have to get a book. Oh, we got rid of Ariel, didn't we? I mean, we don't plan on sticking around, so we can just spam all the arts we want here, right?
Alright, we're good to go.
Speaking of which, augment. Who knows, maybe we'll get lucky with a seventh turn. We could have gotten lucky with a seventh turn there, but we didn't. Nick them back off! I think I'm going to have to intercept. Yep, I think I do.
Take him down.
Let's do this!
No, I never let the enemy get seventh turns. I don't want them taking my seventh. The problem is that CP turns have a CP interceptions have a tendency to leave you doing absolutely nothing for quite some time. I feel like I've missed with the Sieg attack more often than I've hit. I feel like that shouldn't be the case, and yet... confirmation bias, gambler's fallacy, etc, etc. You don't really need to fight boars. Honestly, we use his physical attack not that often. It actually is kind of working. Wait. Huh. I never considered that Joshua actually has one Joshua and Estelle's orbments aren't identical. One has... Estelle's has only 1 in her line 2, Joshua's has 2 in his line 2. I guess this is goodbye. Yes. Thank you so much for the last few days. No problem, it's been fun. Take care and say hi to my patron Teresa and the kids for us. Don't worry, I will. Hey, you there. Huh? You're from Minoria, aren't you? You guys are bracers, right? We've got big trouble. What kind of big trouble? Hang on a sec, I need to catch my breath. The music stopped. Someone attacked Matron Teresa and the kids near Minoria. What? Say what now? No. Hey, are you alright? Keep your cool, this is no time to go fainting on us. I'm sorry. Please, tell us whatever you can. Okay. They were apparently assaulted by some strange group on the way back from the campus festival. The kids are okay, but Matron Teresa and that bracer lady got knocked out. You mean Kana? No way! They must have been highly trained. I would have contacted the guild, but communications are down at the inn. I didn't have much choice other than to run all the way here. Well, thank you for your help. If you can manage it, would you go on to Wuhan for us? We've got to hurry to Minoria. Okay, we'll do. Let's get going. Okay. Alright. Let's go going in the direction of here because that's where there's going to be a single chance to get a book. Well, that settles it. I'm going to have to give you this book. Carnelia, Chapter 5. What do you mean, why? Because life is full of contradictions. That's legit. Okay, there's our end slate for the episode. Cheeky! Very cheeky. Why do they want to make reading these books so difficult? What's so... I don't know. But... What? The large monster is prowling around. Oh, good gravy! 306 damage! What is wrong with this game? I mean, they're only giving 1 experience. Oh, well, actually, Jabba is giving 40 experience, so I guess that makes a bit of sense. I vote we get the stove plants out of the way because... oh boy. Anything to break up the attack a bit more than it's being broken up by at the moment. Okay, we need healing, and we need it bad. It pushes her turn very far back, but I think it's worth it.
Light of the heavens, heal these battered wings. Radiant flash!
Someone we don't like is going to get a crit, but that's just how it is. I would rather avoid losing Sepith, and we can kill this guy.
Here I come!
Wow, we didn't kill that guy. You're probably going to use arts, so you won't get the Sepith, and even if you do move forward, there's no way you can actually get to us, so... I'm actually kind of glad that I was thinking for a moment, maybe I should have had the elemental talismans. I'm very glad that I don't have them now. Ooh, they're actually weak to water. I should have been using Aqua Bleed. No. Blue Impact. He did not take much damage, but he didn't have much HP left. Okay, can we start healing Joshua, please? Man, the crit turns just love to fall on Joshua, don't they? Except this time because it went to Chloe.
Nicely done.
Wow, that was a lot of experience. Exterminated second monster on Gull Seaside Way. Huh. Okay, on your way to your quest destination, kill the Shining Pom if you haven't killed it already. So yikes, I guess this is our point of no return. I've definitely killed the Shining Poms though, right? Yes, I did kill Shining Poms, I'm certain of it. I have to save. I had a whole episode about killing the Shining Poms, and yet I still can't remember whether I did. I spent the whole time spamming up. Oh. I have my save file, so I'll go after I do the episode to check on whether I did or didn't. If I didn't, then you can expect me to start off an episode with doing that. Wow, it's doing weird things with the shadow being at this time of day. Wonder if the muggers and the arsonists are the same people. There are some things no sane person could do. It makes me so angry. The kids were mugged? What the hell? When does it stop? If you're looking for the matron, she's upstairs resting. First the arson, now this. Those poor kids. Wouldn't it be awful if someone set fire to the village specifically so they can wait for someone to gather up charity, set fire to the orphanage specifically to watch other people do all the charity work for them, just so they can steal it at the last minute? Yikes, you'd have to be a certain level of messed up to do that. All the orphans have been crying ever since they got back. Why? Why would anyone pick on them like that? Miss Chloe? Everyone. It was so scary. Thank goodness you're all safe. Pardon me, but what about the others? How's Matron Teresa? Don't worry, they're not hurt. They haven't woken up though, which has me a little worried. If I may, then I'd like to see them. No doubt about it. Someone used sleeping powder. Sleeping powder? Yeah, there's still a faint hint of it in the air. It's probably the kind without side effects, so there's no real need for concern. Hey Clem, can you tell us what happened? I'll tell you. We were walking along the coast road with the bracer lady, and these strange guys in masks showed up out of nowhere. Masks were being worn by those guys that were dealing with the Kapua family. The bracer lady fought them for a while, but they surrounded her. She fought them to save us and Matron Teresa. That's why... There, it must have been so scary. They took an envelope from the matron. I wanted really bad to get it back. Mr. Joshua, I couldn't help her. Don't think that way, Clem. I know that Matron Teresa would just be happy that all of you are safe. That's why you mustn't blame yourself. But I don't believe this. Who would do such a thing? Whoever it is must certainly be skilled at hiding his or her presence. After all, the bracer wasn't alerted, and Matron Teresa is unconscious. Chloe? I get the feeling that this was very deliberate. I'd say the criminals were probably targeting the donations Matron Teresa had on her. If we find the money, we'll find the culprit. Yeah, you're probably right. You seem a little calmer than earlier. Yes, in order to help the matron and the kids, I must compose myself. Regardless, we must find who did this as soon as possible. She's right, you know. Agate? Agate. Ah! Agate. I heard what was going on at the guild. Looks like you've gotten wrapped up in one hell of a mess. Hey, don't make light of the situation! Kana got hurt too. I know that, so quit your yapping. Kana's no amateur either. It'd take someone pretty skilled to beat her. How about you give me a quick rundown of what's been going on here? Okay. I kind of want to be petty at him, but I guess this isn't the time. Joshua and Estelle told Agate the whole story about the donations for the orphanage. Alright then, there's definitely something weird going on here. Weird how? Well, here's the thing. You know that Raven gang was hanging out at the warehouse? They're all gone now. Warehouse is empty. Then, they must be the ones who assaulted Matron Teresa. I'm not so sure about that. I really doubt they'd have what it takes to get the upper hand on Kana. Yeah, that's true. They talk a big game, but I don't think they could back it up. Yeah, give them a single hard look and they'll shut right up. However, today they're suddenly nowhere to be found. Couple that with today's little incident, and what do you get? Like I said, something weird is going on. Even if they're not directly responsible for the fire, I do feel like they're involved somehow. Yeah, but this ain't the time to go checking that out. Come on, Greenhorns, let's go. What are you talking about? Where are we going? You slowing there or something? Obviously we're going to the seaside path where the crime happened. How those idiots did it doesn't matter right now. We've got to focus on finding some clues as to where they are. True? Understood, we'll help. I guess Kana getting knocked around is the reason why he's willing to take some backup in this one. Well, how did it get to be so late? Ugh, this is no good. How are we supposed to search in the dark? What was that sound? Oh, Seed, where have you been? What the hell? That's Seed, he's Chloe's Gyrfalcon companion. As long as he's friendly. Scree! Scree scree! Understood. Thank you, Siege. Scree! Now I've seen everything. So, Missy, what did your friend there tell you? The whereabouts of the ruffians who assaulted Teresa, evidently. Seems that he saw the attack. That's a good one. Nice going, Seed. Yes, most impressive. Scree! No, wait on one damn minute. You mean to tell me you actually believe that load of bull? We've seen him communicate several times. Hey, if you don't believe us, you don't have to come along. Come on, guys. Alright. Scree! Wait up, you punks! Does it seem like it's zooming in on something, but... Come on, are we really following that thing? If this is your idea of a joke, it's not funny. Do you have any better ideas, buddy? It's not a joke. The matron and the children are like family to me. Fine then. I thought you were yanking my chain, but I guess I'll tag along. Geez, why don't you say what you really think? Hold that aside, we need to get going after sea. They're probably going to ban me from backtracking for those poms, so yeah, I need to go look at my footage and make sure that one of those poms actually died. So until next time guys, take care, I'll see you all around. I sat staring at a partially melted lump of butter on a stack of cold pancakes. Picking up a fork, I poked at them, and after turning the top one over, I daubed the milky yellow substance between the rubbery layers. In doing so, my interest in what sat atop my plate faded to nil. A hanging lamp dangled overhead, making a sporadic buzzing sound as its honey-coloured light flickered, creating jittery shadows and distorting my vision within the inn. The pouring rain outside didn't appear as it would let up anytime soon either. Bringing my face closer to the window, I peered through the film of water flowing down the outside of the glass as I tried to make out the dimly lit avenue. Although the station house sat right at the end of the road from where we were lodged, all that was visible was the side of the structure obscured by a shadow, which prevented me from being able to see the platform. There's nothing to worry about, said Sister Cornelia as she returned, wiping her hands with a handkerchief as white as newly driven snow. Stretching the square tip of cloth out, she sat down and placed it neatly on her lap like a napkin. Then in a reassuring tone she added, "We've seen the last of them for a while." Watching the tips of her fingers move as she smoothed out the wrinkles in the piece of fabric resting on her legs, I was hit with a sudden flashback, reviving the awful sight and coppery scent of the sticky blood, which had covered those hands not more than a few hours before. "How can you be so certain?" I asked, still having more than a few reservations. "Because that's how these types of crime syndicates work," she replied, seeming to know all the answers. The waiter came and set a plate in front of Sister Cornelia with a soft clink as the base of the glassy dish tapped lightly against the hard surface of the table. After scooting the meat-laden porcelain plate closer to her, she licked off the sauce now covering the tips of her fingers in an almost sensual way. Sickened by the bloody image already in my mind, and now the sauce! I tossed my fork aside and leaned heavily back in my chair. The city outside began to fade into shades of grey, and by the time Sister Cornelia was finished tucking away her steak, it had completely sunk into the darkness of the night. I questioned her again. "How can you be so certain that no one will come after us?" Using a piece of black crusted bread to wipe up the last drops of sauce, she answered, "Because that's how they function. One unit consists of 3 people." Then, as if she were remembering something else important, she added, "That group was after you, the Jaeger Corps." Upon hearing this, I recalled seeing some of those men at the landing port some time ago. Only the most renowned and skilled of mercenary groups have the honor of calling themselves a Jaeger Corps. Or at least that's what Mick had told me about them. They were soldiers of fortune who were said to relentlessly follow the flow of mirror wherever it happened to lead, and they would stop at nothing to get at it, even if it meant spilling blood. Warhawks, mercenaries without borders, and a group to never get involved with, is what Mick often had a habit of saying about them. Instinctively I slid my foot forward and checked the location of my bag with the tip of it. "It's quite simple really," Sister Cornelia explained as she reached for her dessert. "You, Toby, are carrying something that's apparently got a lot of people on edge, and someone's hired a Jaeger Corps to take you out. But it's not me they're after, it's what I'm carrying." "It's all the same," she retorted as she gulped down her tea in a single breath. "They're going to kill the courier before they even think about searching the contents of his bag. A butcher kills a cow before someone grills the steak, not the other way around." Lecturing me all the while, Sister Cornelia took a glossy tallow-handled knife in hand and sliced into her apple pie. The powdered sugar sprinkled on the flaky crust danced under the golden light. I felt a stabbing pain of guilt race through me just above my gut. Unexpectedly, I began to think about what Mick could be doing at the moment, but my short period of rumination was cut short when I saw Sister Cornelia's hand stop cold. Glaring into the darkness, eyes focused and intent like a hunting dog's, she tossed something shiny onto the table and eventually rose to her feet. There it was, my orbment. Where are you going? Without pausing to answer my question, Sister Cornelia furiously and expeditiously fastened the buckle of her coat. You've got good taste, Toby. One at a time, she set her heels on the chair and tightened her bootlaces. Using the full capabilities of that orbment is no small feat. I think even most bracers would be in for a real surprise if push came to shove with you in the ring. Growing ever more impatient, I asked again, So where exactly is it you're going? That's none of your concern, came the answer. Suffice it to say, I will be seeing you again on the morrow. And with that, Sister Cornelia disappeared through the door of the women's restroom. As if exchanging places, 2 other men entered the restaurant. They walked directly to the table at which I sat and stood before me. Flashing the emblem on his chest and without making any sort of eye contact, one of them said, We're with the Bracer Guild. I apologize for disturbing you in the middle of your evening meal, but you need to come with us. The intrigue! Why can't I have the rest of the chapters right now?